It's 7 a.m. GMT and currently 12:34 Indian Standard Time. So I took a long in Infosys Limited on the 1 hour time frame, but we'll just discuss the higher time frame. So this is the monthly chart. You can see the price extending into some of the thicker areas into this bit of liquidity and showing some response in here. And also if we go on this daily, so just to point out this gap area, so this candle opened 9% down and we have some inefficiency in this area, not stalling in any of these areas. So I think we can fill in this gap, but one thing at a time. Also we do have a gap on the 1 hour time frame, which I'm trying to fill for my first scaling, and this price action does look like a little bit of bleeding behavior. So so I think at least it can go into this 1250 area and then decide what it wants to do. But let's see how this one will play out. So also just going slowly, so I was actually looking for a long in this leg, but this didn't actually came into this area. So and we started to move, so I was watching this price action and didn't get in here. But when this price extended above this sort of this whole base, so I took a long right on this retest, took some calls in here, and currently long looking for a first scaling out at 1250. But this is a little bit I'm not sure on this one, because yes, it does looks like it wants to try a little bit to the upside, and this sort of a breakout, but it certainly can fail. So you can see how this this leg is up. So I'm really uncomfortable actually taking a long when we have a little bit of openness. It's not that much, but still. So but I'm still want to try with a little bit of risk, and we could see some stalling right in this area, possibly something like 40, let's call it, and then possibly into this 45 area. So and if we also go on the 1 minute, so the thing I'm looking at right now is that this holds a tag of the range in here. So if we do start failing below that 1233 area, I think we could see some stalling in this 1230. But if also we don't see any significant volatility in here as to the price holding, then I think we can already we should see price trading into this 1224 area. So the stop is also just below this low at 1222, somewhere in here, because if price wants to hit our stop, then it has to contend with this area, and then something in here, not much, but and then this area, and then hit us. So we could if price consolidates in here, we could move our stop up slowly, and we could see the structure playing out. But so far not the best price action, but let's see what happens. I'm just trying to fill in this gap and this. Also we do have some structure on the left, I guess, in this area. So yeah, if price comes up into this area, then we can stall at 1310. Not much, but on the daily chart it does look a little bit better on the lower than the lower time frames. So I was actually looking for Infosys to actually trade into this what is it 1140 area, but I think the nature of the move we can see. So if we see this was it was a 15% move into this area. So certainly I think we can see some stalling, which is doing that right now, and possibly some filling of this gap. So I think we can see a nice rejection if it wants to see levels to the downside. I think we can see some rejection at 1270, because this is a shelf and this is generally very reactive. So looking for that. This is also looks like a bottoming formation, but one thing at a time. So I bought this call option somewhere in here at 550 only, so it hasn't moved much, but looking for something like 12, maybe somewhere at 14. So we'll see how this one will play out. But also to discuss Nifty here. Nifty does actually, this is not chart, but yeah, so does looks like it wants to break out given this liquidity. I think this liquidity doesn't have much to offer, and we could trade into this 18,500 area, which could work for our long Infosys. So we'll see how this one plays out. It's 2nd of May, Tuesday, and I took the entire position out from this, and the reason simply being that we are hitting this shelf in here. I think this could be a fake out right in here, given how it's trading right now. Just watching it, so I think this could come and fill in this gap, because tomorrow we have the Fed, and we could see some ranging price action right now, and I don't want to be holding this position into tomorrow. So I would like to close the position, so I did. And even though I do still think that it could draw right back in this area, into this 1365, and if it does continue, that's okay. But if it does comes down into this, let's call it 1254, I would like to position another long right in here, because this is again skinny, so we could see some filling of this candle in here if it does fail. So I think if it does starts to fail in here and close right in here, so I do think that this is a range failure, and I could see price at least coming into this 1267. But if not, if it sustains in here, given that there is a vacuum right in here, if you can see, there's a vacuum right in here, so we could still see some drifting price behavior. So if it comes down to another position, if it doesn't, that's fine. Nonetheless, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for price to actually go into this area from, let's say, 1240 was it, and somewhere in the 1270, 80. So I think a fairly good trade, just not much. And also, yeah, the Infy not, so Nifty, I think you can see how it's running and extending past this base. So I think next resistance for me is at 1320. So I'm quite uncomfortable seeing this moving and not filling in, so I think we could see that. So that's the partial reason I got out of that Infy long. So let's see what happens in here now. But if it's, yeah, pretty much I think we were long from right in here at 40 area. So nice movement in here, given how this leg has moved, right? So directly from 1230 to 1280. So I do think we could see some stalling or a little bit of a pullback into the range that could be used to take some longs in here for getting up to this 1380 1400 area. So I'll wait for that, but if it doesn't, that's fine. So yeah, that's it.